Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 6. We are the GAULS! That's our third episode, and I'm kind of digging the start. Again, it's really hard to tell how things are actually going to flow, and the deity AI often goes Super Saiyan at some point, but so far, I kind of am feeling the tempo, which is, of course, a big thing in, well, I guess a lot of games, but it really does feel that way in 4X games like Civ, you know? It's important to get started a decent amount of momentum to try to keep it up. We're going to do a little bit more expanding over here. We've got to do some production turbana. Now, I know, it was a day ago when I was recording the last episode, I know I was talking about doing a big swarm of builders, and I think that's still pretty important. On the flip side, I would really like to get down 2 more settlers. I'd like to settle one spot over here, and then one more maybe a little further east in this area. In fact, we might be able to fit in 2. But I think it might be a little greedy to go for both. Now, there is a barrier there. Might want to go and reveal the coast. Maybe you stay here, and what we'll do with you is bring you down and double check the coast before we settle everywhere, yeah. I'm gonna pop down a settler. We're gonna go for a wee bit of greed and see what we can do with that. Settling over there, right, which is still pretty good unless I do want to settle up on the coast, in which case I might put a second city over there instead. Maybe we should dot map a little bit. Let's say, with the assumption that we're going to settle, I guess, here, so we still have the fresh water, right? Do something like that. Settler map mode. I mean, I guess coastal's not bad. We can even eat this because the city tile won't get consumed by the sea levels rising. Just trying to look at what tiles we would gain and lose. By settling up here, we would potentially gain access to the maze, which isn't a huge deal. It does block off a little bit more territory, a bit more aggressively, gets us near the border with Kumasi, which is nice. I mean, we still get the stone, although it will take a little bit of a while. And this tile over here is actually a pretty good campus site, which we do not really get if we go here. Whereas from here we do, this might be a little stronger. The downside is I can't put a city over here. But what we can do is we can still maybe put a city, say, over here, for example. And, oh, I get rid of my map mode. Yeah, okay. So if we do that, obviously there's a little bit of overlap, but it's not a big deal. This city here is actually insane. It gets all 3 of these horses. It gets both these rice, although this one could also be sent to the coastal city, and we might want to do that. It can work both of the cattle as well. And then we still have room for a city down here on the coast. If we set here, 1, 2, 3, no matter what, it doesn't get that. I guess there's nothing there. So where would we end up putting it? We could put it on the coast to preserve that tile. I'm not sure that gives us much more. I guess being in here, we do get to work 1, 2, 3, potentially the rice, 1, 2, 3, and the diamonds. Yeah, I think it has to go there. And that's all of a sudden not too shabby. And then we still have room for a city down here, and we don't have to worry about rushing it. Okay. We might still see a little adjustment there. So does that mean I don't settle here? Well, this location wasn't necessarily that brilliant. It doesn't, what does it gain us? Not all that much, really. It does have access to a lot of desert, but, you know, probably we don't get the Petra anyway. I think I'm going to make a run to over here just to make sure we don't lose this spot, and we want to get it established before the loyalty pressure gets to be too much. And I think that's going to be fine. Wait there. It's technically unescorted, but it does have some nearby. What I might do is just scooch you up over here just to provide a little bit more cover, just to say. I think this unit might have been coming back to help escort stuff, which is apparently not really required right now. What I actually might do, you know what, I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to send you down. I'm going to bring the archer up, because if there is a war declaration, we're going to need the archers to provide some actual range cover in a decent position up there. Whether we stay here or not, we will have to see. Still got this archer over here. I'm going to pull you back. Because I'm still worried about Germany. They've got the most military strength. They can be fairly aggro. So I think it's a good idea to provide a little bit of cover with that. You have a fish. That's about it over here, but it's not too shabby. You? Yeah, keep going that way. You stay here for a tick. That's going to be fine. You're working on the settler. As soon as theology finishes, what we'll do is we'll switch to the pro-settler policy, and we will switch our production over. I'll probably finish the library because it's so close. But I'm tempted to push through. We are going to want to improve a tile over here soon. Not necessarily yet, but I suppose there's no reason to push currency either. Let's pick up sailing at this point. That's going to be fine. This archer, you're going to get sent back down over here. This archer can go and just stand on that tile. That's going to be fine. You're going to do that. Crossbows, potentially moving towards us. Interesting. Now, I said, I probably want to keep inspiration. Tempted to run urban planning and Ilkum, which would replace inspiration. That was a bit of a toss-up. Like, great people are so potent. But you know what? Actually, I think I like the boost. So we're going to go... It's colonization. Sorry, not Ilkum. Colonization and urban planning. That's going to boost this settler, and we'll do another one there. And then we might follow up with one more. Devo might actually build one for us. We will see. Let's do maybe some partial researches. Maybe we'll just research games and rec directly. It often happens. Oh, the other thing is I could have switched to the policy that gave it to the free, like, double envoy for our first one. Try to remember that, because I do want to get my first pip in those guys, because the first pip just gives you freebies, which is nice. Ravana needs some housing. Yep, that's fine. You can stay on that mode. That's going to be okay. You're going to stay on alert as well. Keep this area scouted. Prevent some barbarian spawns. I mean, we can get some benefits from it, but it can also be a big pain in the ass. So... one sea resource is... Oh, no, there's some down here. And some over there. Okay, we'll get the boost to this at some point. Let me just get currency for now, then. And, yeah, I think I like settling over here. Yep. That's going to have to be okay. Delete you. And you are going to get started probably Monument first, and then we'll go Ancient Walls. Or what we might do is sneak in the a builder over there when we do switch over to Ilkum. Okay, our capital's about to finish a library, which is nice. You're going to stay there on alert mode. Evo have not... Actually, our capital's really exposed to Canada. They decided to start something. Archer, I'm going to get you to park in there. You don't have walls coming in. Good. How much do I want to risk delaying the walls here for another settler? I'm going to do it. Last episode, we sort of decided to go a little bit more greedy, and that's going to continue. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to get you to stand there, and actually this archer is going to come over here, because Trvana's a little further from Berlin, and we've got a little bit of bombard cover, so we should have some assistance if Germany decides to come there. Germany, I think, is the bigger likelihood of starting something, but Canada could do a ninja move that would be very devastating. Yes, I'm going to start another settler here. And this settler is going to go here. And we're going to settle... Do we just want the one more? I mean, we could do two. I guess we got to dot map a little bit more. Settler lens back up again. Yeah, down at the end. Okay, so two's fine. So we'll put one down over here somewhere, and then we'll put down one way over here. We've already got someone coming this way. Right? Yeah, right over here. So you're going over there. The two that are getting built, one's going to show up over here, one's going to show up over here. That's going to be perfect. Nevo doesn't have to do anything. I'm fairly okay with that. And then when games and recs, actually not, well, we're going to do some partial research. Actually, it's ready to be switched. Let's switch over to recorded history. City losing loyalty. Devo. Okay. Not really, and once it grows, or as it grows, it's going to become better. You're going to stay in alert mode over there. Devo's got walls, which feels a lot safer. We got a Eureka for engineering, which also gives us more score. Looks like we might Golden Age. Should let the Barbarian camp spawn. You know, it's habit from previous versions of Civ to block Barbarian encampments. But, well, we definitely want to block it there because we want a city. And actually, it's the same thing over here. We don't want them to get in our way of our settlement plans. That would be bad. I'm going to put one galley down over here. I'm going to build it here. I might buy a galley over on this coast. Actually, I will. I would like to do some exploration. We get Era score for our first sea unit, and when the second galley gets built, we'll get another Eureka, which is going to be handy dandy. Trade route from here. So first of all, city-states with trade route quest, no, nothing. I think what I want to do is I want to move this trade unit to one of my new cities, probably over here, do an internal trade route so we get some food and production, and also some roads to manage where we're going to be walking later on. This unit, I guess it was spotting versus Canada. I'm just going to put it in the city at this point. It's going to provide some stats. That's going to be okay. You can fortify up over there. That's going to be okay. You're going to stay on alert mode. That's also going to be fine. And over here, yeah, mostly we're looking for food, which is going to be to our capital. Production's also good, but I want the city to grow. I'm going to begin that. And actually, that just reminded me, I need to maybe double check the focuses. Okay, no one's got any focuses. Did we lock anyone anywhere? No. I think the tiles being worked are fine. Furthest away growth is over here. It would be hard to tell you not to work this tile, and that's a double food tile. So I don't think there's anything really to do here. We do need to get our builders. Know that. Galley, you're just going to be told to go into auto explore. Thank you very much. So 5 more points to a golden age. Okay, we'll get currency researched naturally, or going to finish up. We already got the boost. Keep working recorded history for now. Actually, let's establish maybe exactly where we're going to want to settle this town. This isn't bad. It'd be nice to chop the forest afterwards or leave it there. The truffles are good. This 2 tiles away. If we settle 1 tile further north, which is perfectly fine, we'll get less tundra, a little bit more overlap with Aduatuca, but I don't think that's really a problem. We don't lose anything. It just takes a little longer maybe to get the truffles. So I think that's going to be the plan. We will settle there. I'm going to put a little marker right over there. I think that's going to be the position. Stay on alert mode. And you're just going to alert within that city as well. All right, currency finishing up now.
Wealth consists not in having great possessions.
And we partially research celestial navigation. But I think I'll just go for engineering now. That's going to be fine. If war does break out, we might decide to squeeze out a couple of catapults. We're making pretty good money, which is nice. We could buy some emergency units as needed. We did spend some on the galley, but no real regrets. Great Library, Hanging Gardens is done. Find something interesting with this ship. Find some natural wonders. We could get some era score that way. I don't think we're going to get a golden age. Twice in a row we sort of just fall short, which was really bad for our age point management. City-state has been defeated. Alright, I'm going to settle here. I like it. Yeah, remove the marsh. That's fine. Delete you. And not as worried about walls over here. I think we will start on a monument. No, you know what? I'm going to start on a builder. I know we don't have Ilcum right now, but we will. And I was like, oh, maybe I should just wait to start the builder until we've got Ilcum and do a swap. But no, let's get it going. It'd be nice to get a little bit more border push. I am not planning on settling near you in the future. I will take the points. A little offended that you consider this to be near you. I mean, come on, Canada. Give me some space here. But speaking of space, actually, I think we've got all the cities we sort of kind of need. And we just barely missed the age, which is really unoptimal. We are going to construct some specialty districts soon. It actually might be we might get more points from this than some of these others, even though we've got a few kind of ready to go. I think we're just going to finish recorded history as is. I don't really care what happens here. We'll vote for Canada. We are not currently trading with anyone. We do have a couple of cultural city-states we could trade for. We'll vote on that. And we'll just hope that we happen to vote with other people so that we can get stuff. Oh. Okay. I didn't actually expect a bunch of people to vote for me. That's fine. And cultural city-state did go, so we're getting some credit for that, which is okay. Machinery for the crossbow. Yeah, let's get that unlocked actually right now. I was forgetting about doing that, but beeline there would be good. We've got 3 turns to recorded history. We're going to start builder spam now. And you're going to go over here. I think my mouse is over one of these icons that eats your mouse releases. Natural disaster. Well, I mean, the AI tends to vote for it, so we'll just agree. I don't think we'll be sending anything to them. I'm the only member. Everyone else voted against? So I'm going to succeed. Presumably as long as I give them anything. Okay. It's also one of those where I can do a city production project. I'm just going to check here.
You have proved a reliable partner in resolving international conflict.
Excellent. Wow, we're getting good relations with them too. Actually, relations with Germany has gone up as well, which is nice.
Some
See?
terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened.
Adjacency. Okay, we are going to change policies. I'm going to drop urban planning. I'll just run Ilcom, and then we're going to go back to running inspiration. We're going to swap out. We're going to put diplomatic league so we get our double envoy thing. Conscription's still fine, and then yeah, run Ilcom, and we'll try to run a bunch of builders. Work on the next tech over here. That second ship is done. We did get a Eureka for it. Get started on builder. Eureka title, perfect. Or governor title. Because what I want to do is I want to grab Liang at this point. And I want to put her anywhere that's going to... I guess she's going to have to get established first. So I guess I'll put her in Devo. She'll be established by the time that comes through. And you can go and auto-explore as well. We know that somehow Sweden reached us over here. So we'll find some of that. And start another builder. Alright, that is possibly our final settler. At least for a while. Maybe we'll find some uninhabited islands that we decide to grab. But, I don't know, this is not too shabby.
Find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
I don't need to make another swap of policy. We're okay over there. Is there anything specifically we want to beeline to? Well, I mean, mercenaries so we can do the cheap upgrades. There's a lot to get on the way, and it doesn't include feudalism, which is really nice. Or divine right. Okay, well, either way we do defensive tactics first. Let's do that. Builder. We can get double our envoys now, so we'll send one to Nan Madal. Recruit great merchant, recruit general, scientist, train a pikeman. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, go ahead, settle here. I like that. And you can join in the builder spam fun. Okay. We want to improve the heck out of our terrain, which is going to skyrocket our productivity. Oh yeah, there is a send aid project, but I think if I just come here, and if I just send you like 10 gold. Apparently that's not enough to get me a point. Which is kind of disappointing. Let's improve some sieges. And actually, the other thing might be mining that we could do. Would be very nice. Oh, I didn't address it. I'm still using the builder lenses mod, which is awesome. All right, well, let's just improve, you know, resources and things. Luxuries wouldn't be bad. So we've got the boost to machinery. We don't have the boost to defensive tactics, but, I mean, we've got nothing else we can research there. It's not like I want to get declared on. Novio Dunham is going to take a while to build all those builders. We still have time to complete an aid request job. I don't have the ability to build lumber mills yet. When do we get that? I don't remember. I used to think it was machinery, but it's not that. I think in previous versions it might have been. I don't remember. Hold on. Do I have it? God, it's been a while. Lumber mill. Is the construction tech. Ah. You. I guess, I forgot I could search in here for lumber mill as well, right? Yeah. Construction. Okay. Do finish machinery, then pick up construction. And then we'll see what we're doing after that. That is a lot of food on this tile. Because of the volcanic soil. Well, we're probably working this tile, so I may as well improve it. Yeah, I was going to say the mines are going to be amazing. +2 production, +1 culture. We really do want to pop those whenever we can. We get a bit of a border expansion there that doesn't really matter, but we're going to take it regardless. Come here. I will build this one farm. We'll potentially head down to Licio, because it's going to be a while before it finishes its own builder, and we could probably buff it before that happens. Victoria growing. Alright, I'm going to do one send aid package. We'll have some information at that point, and then, yeah, you're just going to rush all the way down and build some pastures for me. You will come over there. You are going to settle here. I think I'm fine with that still. We can go and delete that. Should we even start with the builder? Or are we going to be done with Ilkham by the time you finish it? Now, go for it anyway. Actually, buy a builder. Well, if I'm going to do that, I should buy it in Devo. Maybe I'll just save the money for now in case of emergency war breakout. Or when I'm not running Ilkham. Yeah. Do we have the policy where we can build walls cheaper? Units, cavalry, no. Okay, because that might be a good one to pick up. I don't remember. Maybe that's with monarchy. Go there. Machinery is done. We're going to follow that up with the lumber mill tech. Going to build a bunch of those. City defense strength boost is nice. Oh, there you go. Limes is in place. Because what we might do, we've got a lot of walls to build. We're going to keep running Ilkham for now. 4 turns, definitely another one in Devo. Actually, let me queue that up now. 11 turns over there. The thing is, it's not a policy where we have to run it until the builders produce. It's not like, I don't know, is it serfdom where you get like the +1 build or +2 build or whatever? Then it becomes really important to time it there. Here we just want to run it as long as possible while we're producing builders. I think we are going to go, yeah, feudalism into mercenaries, unless I go divine right. Civil service. Not something I terribly care about right now. I suppose divine right is better than the cheap upgrades, even though... Now, you know, we've got the crossbow tech. Now, mercenaries into divine right. It's a little weird delaying the governor choice, which I don't normally do, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to promote Liang right now. I think what we're going to do is we're going to promote Ping, and we're going to pick up Connoisseur over here so that we can get more culture per turn. Sounds lovely. All right, doesn't update right away, but it will when we go to the next turn. As for you, is this a hill? Oh, it's just flat. Because what would be nice is some hills so we can get some border pops because of our Gaulish ability. But I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. Pasture you. Oh, which actually, that was our first pasture. Well, how about that? Okay. Now, I do have the thing where we get policy points for districts. Still think we're going to do a big slew of walls, and then after that, it might go into district spam. Work on improving the resources first here. That. Evo needs food. Yeah, it's definitely not growing right now. I might have to... I'm going to encourage you to focus on food. Unless I just remove the focus. Definitely lock this tile. And I guess lock one more. I kind of like this one. Yeah, that's pretty slow growth. You know, that's not good. Let's unlock these. Keep you on food focus. You keep growing. Clearly, we're going to have to do maybe a little bit more farming and things here. All right, horseback riding tech is coming well. Yep, no reason not to mine the hills. Some of these improvements might get replaced by districts later on, but it can't, you know, unless I pre-plan everything, we might waste a couple of builder charges. But I think mostly we're going to be okay. Finally, feudalism boost. Thank you for finishing the farms. Beautiful timing. Are we planning on building a watermill anytime soon? We will want them. Do I have the watermill tech? I do. I could just buy it, which I think I like the idea of a lot. Bonus resource improved by farms gameplay. Oh, they changed the text on that. Anyway, we know this is going to be a good spot for it. Well, there's a few. There's two. I guess there's only one improved by farms here. There's two here, but it's not next to a river. Yeah, let's purchase the watermill. That'll boost construction, and it's something we're going to want in our capital anyway. All right. I think we're going to do one more builder here in the capital. And then we'll be planning on... I think we'll assume we're going to switch out of Ilkham with feudalism here. And go to maybe just flat production. I don't know. Maybe there's adjacency bonus stuff we want. We will see. Let's go for farming. I'm going to wait on the forestry here. Oh, that's outside of our borders. Why isn't it telling me to improve over here? But that would be why. Okay, I'm just going to farm here. I might chop this forest and build another farm so we get another a little farming triangle. I think I like that idea. Mostly prefer to keep the forest so that we can build lumber mills, because I do prioritize production usually, but I think that's going to be a good one. If it's got a lot of flat land, it might have a problem with production, but I don't know. We'll do what we can. So you, another builder, I mean, we're going to switch out of Ilkham before what? Probably flat production. And then switch out of conscription and go to the walls boosting thing. That's in 5 turns. We could start on the wall building now. Maybe no, we're gonna keep spanning out some builders in Devo because that's where Liang is. I will start on something else. I could buy a tile to place one of these bad boys down. We do need our government plaza down at some point. I think... Where are we going to build that? I don't know. I suppose we could start with something else. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to build a campus. It is going to suck a little bit next to the volcano to fix all the time, but it's going to be a pretty powerful campus. Let's get going. That's going to be fine. And yeah, here I am going to chop the wood. We'll accelerate that build, which is good because we just used a point. As for you, keep working on builders for now, because you do have Liang. This worker is going to come down here, build that farm for me. Yeah, it doesn't get the boost from adjacency because we don't actually have feudalism done yet, but soon. I'm going to do that one as well because it will create a little farming triangle, and then we'll start using our stuff for other things. Down here. Moderate flood. Okay. Pair that. Eureka Celestial Navigation, which is great. We're going to want that very soon, actually. We're no longer allied with Mexico City, but that's probably okay. I don't have any alliances and things. I mean, we could declare friendship, which I think is exactly what we want to do. You don't want to be friends. Send a delegation. Okay. So we don't have the alliance tech right now, although I think that's coming up soon. Can't remember if it's currently in our queue for the civics. Still, having the friendship established is going to be useful. All right, a little repair. Here, get our first quarry down. A little bit late. We're not going to get the Eureka out of it because we already have the technology to build walls. But lumber mills are coming. We're here, unless we want a farming triangle this. There is already a farm. And one over there. Oops, that was an accidental click. Let me just cancel that. I'm not going to reload, though. It's not the end of the world to waste one turn on one of our builders. Not like we're in a, war right this second. There's the construction tech. Beautiful. We'll grab Celestial Navigation, so we do have the ability to start building some harbors, which we want. No, we need the production of the lumber mill. That's going to be okay. Up over there. We'll hook up this quarry here. Still have a lot of tiles to improve.
In democracy, it's your vote that counts. In
Well, that is how we unlock serfdom. Yeah, no, that would definitely be worth running temporarily. So we're going to throw in serfdom over here. For the ones we're finishing, I am going to set up limes. So the ones that finish builders are going to start working on walls, and then we can drop serfdom afterwards for potentially a production boost. Keep Diplomatic League for a little bit longer. That's going to be fine. You do build very quickly. But let's get the walls. Yeah, man, your production is just through the roof here. Now, Bibrex is actually going to have a decent amount of production, which is nice to see. Actually, you know what? Charge, you got just the one? Yeah, let's go over here, build that mine to get the border pop as early as possible. You're definitely going to build some walls. Please and thank you. You can lumber mill that. Welcome to mass production. Loving it. And then, oh, we do have a mine we can build there. Lovely. Well, I just looked at the timer. I mean, I have fewer than you, but we're friends. They have more than Germany currently right now, which is nice to see. Those walled finished. I don't know if that's a really good mine. So is that. I think I'm just going to build a campus on flat land. I mean, we can get the +1 from the mountain. We can get the +1 from the mine. So. I think it's 6 of 1, half a dozen, isn't it? Well, since we can't put districts adjacent to each other, it'd almost be better to build the campus over here for the +1 and then build something else here for that adjacency. I'll just build it here, not replace the forest or anything. That'll be okay. But you can see how there was maybe a little room for something a little fancier. It was definitely an option. All right, we're going to put a cut in here, folks. Thanks a lot for watching another episode. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.